Hey, welcome back everybody. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name is Kepley. Today is May 2nd, 2017. Hope you guys are having a good day. In today's video, I wanted to ask you a question real quick. And it's one that I've been thinking about, over the past week or two. And that is, why do the rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poorer? Have you ever wondered that? Because you hear about it a lot on the news, and sometimes when you're struggling, you're just trying to get ahead. You find yourself in a a situation or something like that, financially in a hardship, and you just sit back and you're like, man, why can't I ever get ahead? I was just thinking about that the other day, so I figured, well, let's shoot a video on it because it's actually really simple. All right, now I'm going to show you in today's video the number one reason why the rich continue to get richer and the poor get poorer. All right. So stick around, keep watching, and I'll see you in the next portion of this video. Alright guys, so welcome back here. In today's video I wanted to cover the financial sheet. This has everything to do with what I was just talking about, with how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Okay, so I'm going to show you the number one habit that the wealthy use, and I'm going to show you how you can manipulate your own financial statement into that of a wealthy person's instead of just a average person or a poor person. Okay, it all has to do with the financial statement. Now I've covered this in another video, but it was a while back. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching for the first time, I'm gonna cover this again. This time I'm gonna make it a lot more simple and get straight to the point with it. So when you're starting here, you have income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. Now, expenses would be things that you're going to have to pay for regardless of what you do. So gas for your car, heating and air conditioning for your house, that sort of thing. That would go under expenses. Liabilities, on the other hand, would be things that you have a choice to acquire and keep for yourself, but these are liabilities, so they're taking money out of your pocket. I'll give you an example: a car payment, a mortgage payment. Okay, now I understand with the mortgage payment, you're probably gonna have to pay on that for a while, unless you can just buy a house outright. But if not, you can certainly you can rent out your house if you want, acquire some income off of it, and maybe keep yourself from paying out of pocket for a mortgage. So keep that in mind if you own a home and it's not paid off yet. But those would be things that are liabilities, okay? Because you do have a choice on them. It's what you do that matters. It's how you take that approach when you're handling your liabilities. Can you turn it into an asset? I mean, that's something you want to ask yourself when you're looking at your liabilities, okay? Is it something that you need versus something that you want? Because if it's something you want, you don't need it, especially if you're trying to reduce your liabilities and expenses. This is what wealthy people do. This is how they continue getting richer, because what they do, liabilities, when they reduce all this stuff, they've got very little over here. They've got very little over in this box. They got all this money coming in, okay? And without any bills, or very minimal bills, they have cash. They have something called cash flow. You have to produce cash flow if you want to invest in stocks. Okay? You have to have that. Otherwise, you can't even get started. So that's the reason why I'm shooting this video, is to show you how you can acquire cash and get some cash flow going if you don't have it right now. So with very little here, now you have all this income coming in. And what they do with the income, before they even pay their expenses, okay, what they do is they bring it down here first, and they buy up their assets. Then they go over there and they take care of expenses. The reason why they do that first is because anything can happen, guys. Life will throw you curveballs unexpectedly. You can't predict life. You can't predict what's going to happen 2 hours from now. Okay, so they want to make sure that's out of the way before anything else. And it makes sense too. It's smart. Now, with assets, what they do is they acquire stuff that pays them passively. Okay, You may have noticed that if you're watching my channel, you're a subscriber and you're new here, the slogan for my channel is income is the outcome. And the reason why I use that as my slogan is because, you know, I can't emphasize enough on how important income is. If you run out of that income, like I was saying, you can't do anything. So that's the financial statement for you of wealthy people. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. Now I'm going to show you, if you're somebody watching right now and you're kind of maybe low income, you know, like myself, for instance, right now. I'm going back to school, starting a new career. So I have to work part-time while I'm going to school. I don't have a whole lot of income coming in off of a 9 to 5 or trading my time for money. If you're one of those people who find yourself really tight at the end of the month and you don't have a whole lot of income or cash flow so that you can invest, in this next portion here, I'm going to show you a couple things that you can use to your advantage to increase that income for you. And again, I normally wouldn't do this, but because my channel is about stocks and you need cash in order to invest in assets, you know, paper assets, stocks, or physical hard assets, you're going to need some cash. So I'm going to show you in this next portion how to acquire more cash if you don't, you know, if you really can't squeeze any extra out of your income that you're bringing in right now. Okay, so the first one here, it's called Acorns. Acorns is a phone app that you can use. It basically tracks the habits of your daily usage of your debit card. So when you're swiping at a convenience store for like a cup of coffee at $1.50, for example, what it'll do is it'll round up to the next nearest dollar, which is $2. It'll take the additional change, that 50 cents, or the difference, and it throws it over into an account for you, and it buys up some stocks. Now these stocks are ETFs and they're indexed, so I like it because it's already low risk for you. It's already set up. You can change the modifications on it. I shot a couple videos on Acorns. You can go back and watch those if you want. But if you're wanting to acquire some extra cash and get it compounding for you and you want to invest without having to save up a whole lot of money, Acorns is a great way to do it because, again, it revolves around micro investing. Micro investing is simply another way to invest. I think it's a cheaper way. It's a better way to go. You know, it takes a little bit more time though. So if you're somebody who is looking to invest, maybe you don't have $50 to buy up a share at the end of each month, you can use Acorns because it'll take that 50 cents that I was talking about, it'll invest it for you anyways, no matter what. So you'll buy up 50 cents of an index share, which you normally wouldn't be able to do through your brokerage account. And then the other nice thing about it is it pays out dividends for you each month. Now, the only thing I do not like about it is they charge a $1 fee a month until you hit a certain amount of money that's invested in your account, or a certain amount of money that you throw into that account. I can't remember what the amount is exactly. I'd have to go back and look. If you know, go ahead and leave it in the comments section here. I'm going to leave a link for the Acorns app in the description here. Now, this is a referral code. You do not have to use this if you don't want to. When I signed up, when I first got involved with it, I didn't get any free money from it. I had to just invest my own money. But this referral link will give you free cash. It'll give you an extra $5. So if you want to get invested right now and you don't have any cash, but you would like to get it going and get the ball rolling, go ahead and use that link in the description there. Okay, it's my referral code. Again, you do not have to use it if you don't want to, but it's going to give you an extra free $5, so you can acquire some of these assets and you can at least get the ball going. The second one here that I want to talk about, if you're wanting to earn some money, okay, now this one requires a little bit of work. So I'm just going to caution you, if you're somebody who doesn't want to work, doesn't want to put in the work, don't do this one. But it's paid surveys. It is legit. I just started it 3 days ago, and I've already acquired about 35 or 40 bucks. Now I've already done the math. At this pace, at the end of the month, I'm going to have over $100 or close to that just for doing paid surveys. Okay, What am I going to do with that $100? I'm going to throw it over in some stocks if I can and get it acquiring some passive income for me, maybe a monthly dividend, that kind of thing, and just let it compound. Take advantage of dollar cost averaging, because as long as I do this and I just keep acquiring that extra cash each month, you know, now that I'm going back to school and I don't have, my income's dropped substantially from where it was, now I can take that extra income that I'm acquiring from my own work and I can throw it into stocks. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is if you're in a position right now and you don't have a whole lot of income after, you know, let's say you don't have a whole lot of cash flow after you paid all your bills from the income that you have, do something about it. And I'm showing you how you can do that right here. And this is all free. It doesn't cost a thing. So paid surveys, last one I want to cover is a phone app called SlideJoy. This one is a passive income earner. You don't have to do any work for it, but basically what it does is it puts ads on the lock screen of your phone. You can get paid off just swiping your phone. Believe it or not, I was skeptical about this at first. I tried it myself. I actually just transferred out $10 on SlideJoy the other day for just using my phone for the last 3 or 4 months. Okay, nothing big, but again, like I was saying, you can take that $10 from SlideJoy and I can throw it over here into Acorns and get it compounding for me. Okay, over time, it's going to add up. So those are just a few things that you can do when it comes to your financial statement, manipulating that, creating a new habit that wealthy people use to separate themselves from the poor. And then these are 3 things that I would recommend doing just to increase your income a little bit, increase your cash flow at the end of the month so that you can start investing and you can get started right away. Okay? But that's all I have for today's video. If you found this beneficial, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. And remember, income is the outcome, okay? I'll talk to you later.